These are the AirPods and these are the AirPods Pro. They're one of the most recognizable earbuds on the market right now, and that is for a good reason. They have features such as active noise cancelling, automatic rerouting of the audio so that you can watch a video on your iPhone, and then the moment you play something on your iPad, the audio automatically gets rerouted. Features such as automatic pause and automatic play when you put them in your ears. They have a very intuitive pairing process where you open up the lid and the AirPods card pops up. So yeah, they're absolutely amazing. But they're also fake. And I'm very serious. These AirPods and the AirPods Pro right here, with all the features that I mentioned above, are fake. In fact, they're the best fakes I've ever seen, and not only do they replicate the AirPods design perfectly, but they also have most of the functionality actually working, including the pop-up window in iOS, noise cancelling, transparency mode, and pretty much everything that you can think of. And yes, iOS even sees them as genuine AirPods with the exact same model number as the original ones. But they're not. They're fakes. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to cover this big AirPods scam that's going on and how you can avoid becoming a victim. So get those snacks ready and enjoy. Okay, so first things first, what is this scam all about aside from these being fake AirPods? Well, every few weeks we get sent emails such as this, and this, and this. Essentially emails from companies that claim that they have some very good AirPods clones that can replicate all the original functionality for a fraction of the price. And to be honest, most of these companies don't actually refer to them as AirPods clones, but rather they have their own name for them. Regardless of the name, it is pretty obvious that these companies are all making knockoffs. Now, where the actual scam comes into place is that they will send emails to tech channels and they either claim to want to sponsor an entire video or they just want to send a few of them over for us to organically feature them in a video of some sort. So the tech influencer makes a video and they're probably gonna say that they're very good because, you know, they're actually very good clones, and encourage you guys to buy them. But the problem is that pretty much all of these companies will never ship the product. They will take your money but never actually ship them. I've seen countless of tech channels fall victim to this, even some of the biggest tech channels on YouTube, where they've been contacted by such companies for a sponsorship or a product feature, they've made the video, but then when their audience actually tried buying the product, it never arrived. And I've even seen cases where some waited up to 6 months and never received anything. In fact, I haven't actually seen a single comment of someone generally saying that they've actually received any of these fake AirPods. And what's even worse is that a lot of these websites do get taken down by authorities, only to resurface a few days later, again, but under a completely different name. We've had some mention that they got reviewed by popular technology publications where in fact, the links that he sent in the email had 0 mentions of them. So, to all tech reviewers and tech channels watching this, do not fall victim to the fake AirPods scam. But now you're probably wondering, if you're a viewer watching this video, how can you avoid falling a victim to this? Well, the first thing is to just avoid any websites that sell obvious counterfeit AirPods. Like there are companies, for example, like OnePlus, who make headphones or earpods that look very similar to the AirPods, but they're not identical and it's their own product, so it's an inspired design. Those are fine. I'm talking about literally clones here. If you see a website that has a product that looks exactly like the AirPods and they claim to act like the original AirPods, you're very likely going to be scammed. But what if you buy some AirPods from eBay? How can you tell that the pair that you bought was actually genuine or not? Well, if you see anyone selling black AirPods, or AirPods that aren't plain white, those are already fakes, as Apple only makes white AirPods. But if you're comparing white fakes to the original ones, well, this is where it gets really tricky. Because you see, just looking at the design alone, I honestly cannot tell the difference between the genuine AirPods and the fake ones. Like, I have no idea which one is which, they're that good. But there are a few tiny differences that can give away that one of these pairs is fake. For example, the LED indicator light on the fake ones is sitting quite a bit further down into the case, so it isn't flush like it is on the genuine ones. And then probably the biggest giveaway is that when you take a look at the back, the fake ones do not have the "Designed by Apple in California, Assembled in China" text. And if they did have that, these companies would be in even bigger trouble than they already are. Also, did you guys know that the regulatory information can be found inside the top lid on the original AirPods, well, that too is missing from the fake ones, which is a bit worrying because that also means that these haven't been officially approved and tested to make sure that they do not emit too much radiation. Another difference is that when you open up the lid on the genuine AirPods, it opens up more gradually, whereas on the fake ones, they just snap into place. So it's a very minor thing, to be honest, which I doubt that you'd be able to tell unless you had a genuine pair alongside them to compare. But now, taking a look at the AirPods themselves, these are again pretty much identical. One difference is that just like with the LED indicator on the case, the proximity sensor on the genuine ones is flush, whereas on the fake ones, it is not. And you'll also notice that the proximity sensor on the back is pretty much a sticker on the fake ones. And the microphone port is a bit higher up on the genuine ones compared to the fakes. And lastly, the text doesn't have the right font on the fake ones as it is too thin when compared to the originals. But that's pretty much it in terms of the visual differences. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that some newer fakes will get even closer to the genuine ones, which will make them even harder to tell apart. When it comes to the software differences, there are literally zero. Both the genuine and the fake ones show up in the same pop-up animation when you open up the lid. Both show up in the Bluetooth settings on iOS and appear as genuine AirPods, and you can even double tap on the fake ones and invoke Siri. What is even more concerning is that they have the exact same model number as the original ones, and as far as iOS is concerned, iOS thinks that these are 100% genuine. But they're fake, so I think it's really crazy that they managed to hack iOS, but from my understanding, they only managed to do that by actually using genuine H1 chips, or at least chips that heavily mimic the functionality of the H1. Okay, so next up we have the AirPods Pro, and just like the regular AirPods, these are almost identical copies of the original ones, but there are a few ways that you can tell that they're fakes. For example, just like the standard AirPods, the text is also missing from the case of the fake ones, and same applies to the text inside that top lid. Another big difference that I've noticed is that when you take the AirPods Pros out of their charging case, on the genuine ones, this is a very smooth process, whereas on the fake ones, they kind of get caught in the charging coil, and they constantly feel like they're being scratched by the case when I take them out, so definitely not a premium feel. Now, when it comes to the AirPods Pro themselves, they're honestly surprisingly close, like extremely close. Just looking at them, I couldn't tell which one was which until I saw that the regulatory information underneath the AirPods was missing from the fake ones. It also seems like the fake ones messed up the font again, but this time it was much closer. Also, if you look under the ear tips, you can see that the two vents were missing too on the fake ones. So at least when it comes to the design, the AirPods Pro clones are even closer to the genuine ones, but there is a big difference in terms of the actual functionality, which does make the AirPods Pros, the fake ones, a bit easier to tell apart. So they still connect in the same way as the fake regular AirPods, where you get this iOS pop-up window, and in fact, they even support noise cancelling as well as transparency mode, which was really unexpected. Like, these are fake ones, and again, they work exactly the same. But the quality of transparency mode especially was just horrendous. Like, when someone talks, it sounds as if that person is speaking through the cheapest microphone possible. It's absolutely crazy how bad this sounds. Okay, so this is a microphone test on the real AirPods Pro. Okay, so this is a microphone test on the fake AirPods Pro. And there you go. That is how you can tell that these are fakes, by using transparency mode. Noise cancelling is actually surprisingly decent on these. Oh, and for some reason, spatial audio doesn't show up in the settings like it does with the genuine AirPods Pro. I'm guessing that it is because they didn't add an accelerometer into them. Now, the touchpad still works, but it doesn't give you that click that the genuine ones give you. So I would say that with the AirPods Pro at least, there are some things that can tell you that they're fake, whereas with the standard AirPods, it is so much easier to get fooled. But still, you can't argue with the fact that fake AirPods are better than ever, and for someone who's not as tech savvy as most of you guys, that person will likely get fooled. Oh, and I actually forgot to talk about the sound quality, and that's because it's extremely bad. In fact, pretty much any headphones that you can buy from Amazon, even at just $10, will sound significantly better than these. So that's another giveaway, but if you haven't tried genuine AirPods, you might actually think that these ones sound decent. And speaking of giveaways, we're doing one right now. We're giving away a pair of Earphones active noise cancelling earbuds. Now, these ones are not AirPods clones, by the way. This is Earphones' own design. They have a 32-hour battery life. They're IPX5 water resistant. They have a great sound quality. So if you want to enter the giveaway, just subscribe, follow on Instagram @ZenOfTech, and then leave a comment on this video saying what is your favorite pair of wireless headphones that you've used, and make sure to also leave your Instagram handle in that comment so that we can make sure that you're a follower. And the winner will be announced in 2 weeks from now on Instagram, as well as here in a pinned comment. But there we go. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video on this whole AirPods scam. If you have, then definitely subscribe for more interesting tech videos like this one. Hopefully it was. And definitely give this video a like if you have enjoyed it to let us know. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm Daniel. This has been Zen of Tech, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Zen of Tech, signing out. Cheers.